And welcome to the grand finals of Blitzkrieg battle number 4. I am Dust, and with me is Aerox, and we do have the big shots versus, I guess, Entropy, even though they're tagged as Hype, so I'm just going to call them Hype because it's way easier. So it's in front of their names in game. They don't want me to call them that. Maybe we should put Entropy in front of their name in game instead of Hype. You know?
Maybe like a double name. Entropy Hyped. Or Powered by Hyped. I don't know.
I don't know. Tough one. You know what else is tough? BS's chances to win this round. It's not looking good, is it? They have 2 members left. They're both over here to A. Probably saving cards with Triple House. As Hyped have all but secured B. Bomb's been down for a while now. It's a done dealio.
Yeah,
and
it seemed like a very basic strat that they were running, actually. Just one smoke towards the arch, and then just run away with SMGs and absolutely destroy everyone. If it works, it works.
Yeah. Feel you on that.
Good start for them. This is the predetermined map, right? Liberation?
Yes, this is the predetermined map.
Okay.
Loser gets to pick map number 2. Which will probably not be Manor House V2. So 50-50 chance on seeing Coastal or Derailed, probably. Even though last tournament, I think the Bang picked Manor V2.
Yes. And they were very, very pleased with themselves after doing that.
2-0 the tournament.
Yeah.
With that map, much to the dismay of their opponents. So we're going to see Heights looking to go a little bit more towards B this time around, a little bit more heavy-handed at that. Cheeky watching that jump onto the tent and market, which is oh so pesky to deal with. Meanwhile, the Kaz able to get a couple kills over towards Long B with the MP40, but Cheeky still able to get out with this scope into the site behind the barrels, checking top B ever so vigilantly, but no one is showing themselves. And they're in a 3-on-4, so planting is going to be a little bit difficult as Cheeky tries to push up with the scope. He's crawling. Now he will jump up, but Sulu there with the STG will put him to rest. And now the dominoes are falling. There's just a couple of members left here for the Allies in Heights, but they have a lot of time. They're swinging this bomb back around towards Courtyard. They've been spotted, though, by Seuss.
Who misses 2 crucial frags. That was... I hope for his sake that it doesn't turn out to be that big of a deal, because those were pretty free.
Yeah, you hope that he can just shake that off. He's about to get pinched by Halsey and Major, who are coming in at him at 2 different angles, and Zeus does just go down. And now it's a 2-on-2. The A-bomb site's open. Matt Villain trying to play from the back street. Does get the headshot onto Major, a difficult headshot at that. He's been so good throughout this tournament. He keeps it up here where it matters most in the finals, it seems. Halsey alone in 1v2. Oh, he misses that shot that time. Halsey gets it. 1v1 now, working to get this bomb planted. Sulu will allow it. As he plays from bottom triple. Being very patient. Halsey staying inside the site. Sulu not wanting to give up his position yet, trying to crawl ever so silently, but he's been spotted. A couple of tags come in from Halsey as well, but he can't finish the job. Allows for a little bit of regenning to take place here from Seuss, who is up to 50 HP now. When he goes for the fight, but he didn't quite get up high enough, as Halsey will win it. And so that was rough. That was a 2v4. They want to winning it still.
Yeah, and they had perfect information there as well. I don't understand why they didn't rotate. Seuss saw both of them go to A. He must have called it. At least I hope so. Yeah, this is a really poor round. I'm actually surprised. Like I will gladly give Hype the credit they deserve. They played it really well.
I feel like Seuss should not have been in that position. Like, he seemed kind of in a really awkward, kind of dangerous spot to be in with the scope kind of isolated from the rest of his team.
It's a really strong spot, especially because it's just far enough that you have a decent overview of your sniper, but nobody was holding his back, and I mean, yeah, they didn't really listen to the calls apparently, I think.
Yeah, maybe it would have been good, like you said, if someone would have been covering his backside to that mid-street area. Oh, that nade from... Oh, okay, that was a smoke. That would have been an HE grenade. Halsey would have been in some real trouble with that bank, but it's a bot smoke instead, and that allows Hype to just really swarm this site. And they are off to a riveting start on their allied side, man. Like, they have a 4-on-2 in this round as well. The bomb's going down. They're winning rounds like this, maybe. And they're also even have won a round from a disadvantage. So this is getting a little bit scary for big shots, but they still could bring this back. They still have Seuss and the Kaz up. But Halsey has caught Seuss out here in mid. It's all on the Kaz now, who's already delivered 1 headshot, but the bomb is going to get planted. There's nothing he can do about that. Now it's all about the retake. He's missed his first chance of asking. Looks for more. Cheeky just jiggling around. Does get the kill. And that's 3 rounds for the Allied side here at Hyped. This is a great start.
Yeah, and then once again, a crucial miss.
Oh, the
by
cards
Zeus.
are so crap now for big shots. They have 3 snipe cards. That's it, and 3 shotgun class.
Yeah, that's really rough, actually. Yeah, you're right. Kudos to Hyped. I mean, they're really making it work so far. But I mean, you have to ask questions of what's going on with Zeus. He's missing some sitters. I don't know. This is really bad news for them, I think.
Yeah, and him and Sulu have been really good with the scopes throughout the tournament up until this point. So it is hard to see. A good set nade kill though comes in, but whew, Cheeky with the cheeky shot on the Mad Villain. Oh, Zeus gets caught again. That same position from a few rounds ago. Sulu in the back street. Oh my goodness, how is this happening like this? Major just bulldozes his way through with the bar of all guns even. And this is another round where it doesn't look like any cards will get saved except for maybe the one Decaz has in his hands. But if I'm the Allies, I'm sure he's going to get pushed and probably not going to change save. And remember, the only cards they have left after this round is a shotgun and a scope. That's it. No more heavy, no more SMG. It's just going to be default class shotgun and a scope somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, they did pick up a rifleman card. Okay, they did pick up 1 rifleman card.
I'm really impressed with what Hype's doing right now. They're playing, I would say, almost perfectly. I mean, they get like a core 3 or 4 people pushing, but then like the guy who's holding the back is doing an absolute job. He's playing really well. So yeah, I'm really impressed with what Hype's doing on this map.
Yeah, their utility seems to be good. Their coordination seems to be on point as well.
And getting early info. Yeah, it's really good. It's gonna be really hard for big shots to get anything out of this map, I think.
Yeah, this has been a blinder of a game so far from Hype, but this could be the Axis' way back in. They have a 3 versus 3. They need to work quickly, though, because the bomb has already been planted. Good kill from Zeus there onto Niso. Cheeky to respond with the shotgun, though, up close at the barrels. Again, they need to work quickly, and now Zeus, he's all alone between 2 allied members. Oh, gets the knife kill and has a chance. Cheeky's low, has to retreat and try to regen a bit. Does have the shotgun though, so the distance closes. He gets the advantage, but Zeus gets that kill. Includes a knife. Did he? Yes, he just got on the bomb in time as well. What a clutch from Zeus.
That's really well played from Zeus.
That's so ridiculous.
I was really worried for him because maybe his confidence would have been shot, but that decision to go for that knife was really good. That was a really good decision. So yeah, and he played it really well. That's wow. Yeah, that's really sick from Zeus actually. I think yeah, but again, like this is the kind of map where I feel you have to they can't allow big shots can't allow themselves to lose any more rounds really. They have to just win everything now. But it seems like Hype is just doing a really good job applying pressure on and keeping BS on the back foot.
Exchange of kills going on over here towards B, favoring the Axis the slightest, and now it'll turn even more in their direction thanks to those 2 kills from Sulu. So have Cheeky all alone. So the hot start from Hyped might finally be losing some of its steam. This is really big for Axis as well because they're starting to win these rounds pretty convincingly. They're finally getting some cards back into their economy, and that's really great news because it was starting to really look into a depressing state up until really the last couple of rounds. What can Cheeky do, though? Ooh, does spot a glance of a pixel, but obviously not going to be fast enough to hit that. If he would have, I might have had to question it.
I mean, he was pre-aiming it, so I mean, he was really aware. It's unlucky time.
Ooh, wow, nice baits shot out the peek from top B. Gets the kill, still 1v2 with the scope. Trying to work it out. Skill got flanking behind with the SMG. Also has to worry about his arch, and he hears that scope shot rattling off. Tries to stick it, still survives all that somehow. Trying to push the scope in middle. I like the idea. It just didn't quite come to fruition, but certainly a nice effort.
Yeah, Shiki picked up from the last map. He's hitting some really good shots, which is a problem if you're big shots actually, because you would want him to just be average. But yeah, again, like good job by big shots trying to holding on to that bomb site. I don't know. It's weird that Hyped have already gotten 4 rounds, because if I look at their executes, it's very rudimentary. They only have like 1 smoke. It's not that special. I would expect big shots to have a much better answer, but yeah, so far, Hyped have been doing the job.
Yeah,
again,
Hyped up. Go ahead.
Sorry, no, go ahead.
This is 4-2 for Hyped, so a good start, but the access recovery has been really on point. But as I say that, Shiki with the default class is steamrolling his way over into the B side again, but a great little response from Skill Gap that gets it right back into a winnable state, a 2-on-2. Things do begin to slow down now, but now Skill Gap adds another kill to his collection, leaving Shiki alone, and we have seen him pull off some craziness. Last round, he was working on what would have been a neat clutch. He was pretty close to it. And we've had a random... Okay.
Okay.
Well. Interesting. I'm not sure if viewers can even see the chat in game.
No, I don't think they can.
Okay, well then, we'll just leave it. Gotta take a quick pause, though, apparently. Figure this out.
The problem should be dealt with.
Yep.
Is this the esports version of a streaker?
I guess so.
Wait, what? Why were we going live? Hang on.
Or paused.
Okay.
Wait. Maybe not?
No?
Uh-oh. Someone should probably really pause. Admins, please! Pause!
Okay, we're good.
Ooh. Chat has like, why are they... What's wrong? We can't tell you, but just know that there's an issue that needs to be sorted out. We've had someone penetrate.
The defenses. I'm surprised it's taking so long to deal with this issue. Okay.
Oh no. This is bad news.
This is horrible news. What's going on?
They can't just kick this guy? There's no command for that and then change password? I don't understand.
I don't know. Well, there should be a command, no?
Oh, I wish chat could understand what's happening right now. This is great. Basically, what's happened is someone has somehow snuck into the server and is basically, like you said, the online version of a streaker. He's just out here on the field running around, talking shit in chat. He's been kicked. And now we have to decide how we want to proceed. So we're waiting to see what the admins want to do, basically. So we're kind of in the dark right now. What's going to happen?
But we'll wait it out. It seems like the admins are on the case.
Yeah, they're on it. They're on the hunt of solving this. You know, just casually waiting around.
It's unfortunate that people do this, but you know what?
Mm-hmm.
If this is what it takes for them to brag to their friends on the schoolyard tomorrow and say, well, I mean, it's Sunday tomorrow, so in 2 days, and say, do you know what I did? Then, you know, more power to him, okay?
There's this one guy who does it in CSGO. His name's like Chicken.
Oh yeah, but he's become sort of
He does it in like a very
right?
polite and fun way. What's that?
Yeah, he's sort of become a cult hero, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's like, he just joins and says hello and then leaves. He's never really abused his powers.
He's using his powers for good.
Mm-hmm. Brings you a little laugh.
Okay, it seems like everyone's sorted out and they've all agreed to just keep playing, and we'll see what happens. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think in terms of if we look at the game and just sort of forget what happened for these last few minutes, I think I think BS won't be very happy with what's happened, because if this was like an 8-4 already, they'd be like, okay, you know what, we gave away 4 rounds, sure. Because it's only 4-3, there's so much more room for Hype to get more rounds. That
Yeah, and it really feels like it's taken big individual efforts from, like, you know, 1 or 2 players from BS to even get these rounds back. Like, these rounds that they have won have not been easy by any. They haven't won one really convincing round yet. It's been by the skin of their teeth a lot of the time, like, you know, 2v2 situations or something like that. So unless they get like one really clean win, I feel like that confidence still isn't really there yet. And Halsey has already opened up things with that Thompson here onto the B bomb site. The Cash trying to hold back the class from top B, but Hype's members are just hitting some great shots. But then as soon as I say that, Sulu and Skill Gap combine for 3 and get it right back into a 2 versus 2 in the blink of an eye. All that advantage that Hype has gained is now all for naught. It's back to an even battle. Now, VRX does have top B control, and that can be very scary for BS. It eliminates one way back into the site. They have to just focus on flanking or coming through mid-arch. So at least VRX is able to get a little bit more, maybe, information out of a play like this. Gotta be real careful, though, because they have to worry about this flank. Great pick from Major. That'll help them out loads. Now there's just one member to the left to worry about. It's going to be at long B. Major will push it. Skill Gap gets the kill, but at least now VRX is working with some information in this 1v1 clutch, but there's a lot of time for this player to reposition, so this gets very scary. VRX might have the wrong timing, or maybe he cheeks it just right. Oh my goodness, it's so tense, but Skill Gap gets around Arch, and if you're Heights, you're probably face palming because you had a 5-on-2 basically, and then you just lost it all to like 1 nade and a couple of kills.
Yeah, I think if they rewatch the VOD tonight, they're gonna be face palming pretty hard when they see how close VRX was to actually seeing him. That was really unlucky.
Yeah, it's also just unlucky losing the 5v2.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, although, yeah, I don't know. The nade, you can't really do much against nades.
Yeah. Other 2 kills though, just straight up lost the fight. So that's the more unfortunate part, I guess. And so now it is all squared up, 4-all. We have Height shifting the focus. They've been pretty B-heavy throughout this game, but now they're really trying to maybe work themselves over here towards A and Triple House and Mid-Street. They already have lost a member in the process, though. And Sulu might be looking for a little bit more with this Car 98, but he doesn't hit his shots. He tries twice, misses both, and then gets punished by Sulu. But Skill Gap hiding in that so pesky corner. Gets a couple of kills. Mad Villain comes around as well for 1 and outs, all on Niso in a 1v2. That corner, man, it is like, just gets people so often, I feel like you try to go A.
I have a grenade for it.
Well, there you go. Heard it here first from Aerox.
Don't sit there when you're playing against me.
Don't sit there. You're going to get the nade. What can Niso do? He's got time. I don't know if he's got bomb. Oh, boy. Oh, never mind. I thought I lagged out. So comes around, is being taken out by Mad Villain, and so the lead has been finally taken back here by the Axis. And now Heights are starting to run out of steam. They still do have a few cards sprinkled around, but I feel like, you know, the momentum they had is long but gone at this point.
Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment. I don't know. I really like the default in this game. Actually, I think you're never out of it just because of the relative strength of the default with the smoke and nade. But yeah, it does indeed feel like they're running out of steam or ideas.
It's like their strats have stopped working, but it's kind of crazy because it's not even because the strat itself fails, it's because they just lose in like some weird chaotic mid-round situation. Like they get the initial take and initial picks and get like a 1 or 2 man advantage almost nearly every time. But then someone from BS makes a huge play and reels it back in, and then that advantage is eradicated, and they wind up losing the round. This time, they have a 5-on-4 again. They've tapped the bomb. They're baiting nades out. They have already baited one nade onto the side out, but not that one. Sulu onto Major. That evens it right back up. Again, a bomb plant is being attempted here. It does go down, but the Kaz and Sulu get a couple of kills coming through the mid-arch, and top B, it's all on VRX and his teammate Halsey here. Halsey's actually out towards middle by the tank with the shotgun, just trying to cut off that mid-street rotation. But VRX is getting overwhelmed in the site and will get knifed in the face by Seuss. So now Halsey's in a 1 versus 3 with the shotgun, trying to fight his way in, but it just can't happen. I feel like he was too split up from his teammate there. He put a lot of strain on his one guy in the site to defend against 3 people retaking.
Yeah, it seems like they... I don't know how, but it seems like they just lose oversight of where everyone is on the map, because they have 2 or 3 people watching the window, the top windows, and then after plant, nobody looks there, and then they just get peeked for free. It's really weird to see how Big Shot is retaking the site, because for all intents and purposes, they shouldn't be able to, but they managed to time and again.
Yeah, again, so many of these rounds that Hyped have lost, they felt like they had the strong early position in the round and then just lost it. So it's been a little bit painful to watch if you're a Hyped fan, or even if you're on Hyped. If you go back and watch this, you'll realize just how many rounds you probably should have won on your allied side, on top of what you already did get, as the Kaz goes to work onto this round with the MP40. So it is BS just clamping down. Skill Gap even getting around behind Long B with the MP40, looking for one. Does get it on the DSO. And this is the crazy part. Of the 7 rounds that Axis has won, this is the first one that was like convincing and actually felt like they should win.
Yeah, I completely agree. It's it must be so frustrating for them, because they're not even running into a brick wall. Oh wow, the password's changed actually.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh no.
Well, hopefully we'll get that information.
Okay, well, I mean...
Just say it live on air. That'll really be a good idea. You should totally do it.
I feel, so, to come back to your point, I feel like this must be the most frustrating... it must be an exercise in frustration for Hyde, because, again, they're not playing bad. By any stretch of the imagination.
Not early round, at least.
Exactly. They play really good early picks, and then they just lose it.
Lose the retake.
Yeah, there's no rhyme or reason to it. They're not getting outnaded. It's just that they're peaking and they're being punished for it.
When there have been some pretty good, like, mid to late round tac nades that BS has used on the B site when they're trying to plant, that has definitely gotten some kills at times.
But they did win the last round, the one that we couldn't see. So it is 7-5, which is still pretty good actually. I like, in terms of like, I think Hypes will be pleased with it. They'll probably know we could have had more, but I would take that, definitely. Yeah,
5 on allies isn't bad. They probably should have had at least 1 or 2 more, but based on how things were looking at times, but still certainly something to work with here as they float over to the defensive side, which again is usually a little bit more favored. Not as bad as Derailed, obviously, but still certainly a little bit Axis-sided. But Sulu, he's found that first pick with the scope. Oh, there's a player in the ninja spot. It's happened. In the first round of the half, even. He's the checkmate move. If someone doesn't check up there, he is going to absolutely wreck someone. Oh, no! He gets only 1! I don't think that's enough from that spot. I think you gotta go beast mode from there. And that's giving BS a chance. They get it into a 2v1, actually.
Yeah, I think... Oh, yeah, that was really bad, actually. Like, that was really unfortunate.
You're usually hoping to get at least 2 from that spot. But it's back into a 1v1, so it's doable. Madvillain thinks he still might be up there. I think now he realizes it's long B instead. Grabs this bomb. Oh, yeah. He can really run it. That was a really smart play. It forces Halsey to peek, respecting the fact he could run A. And now he will just run A. Halsey is still not sure.
Yeah, Halsey doesn't want to peek anymore. He's too scared. He's like, oh, what if he does it again?
Especially with the shotgun. He doesn't really have a way to do like a far distance battle. Now, once the bomb gets planted, he knows it's A. He can run into B and grab a different card.
Yeah, but so if Madvillain plays it correctly, he should know that he has a shotgun and play long angle as a result. This is really smart play. The moment he hears him, I think he'll win the round. Yeah, he's won the round, I'm pretty sure. Because he's just going to play the angle.
Yeah, I don't know. Halsey does have the
Oh, no.
default class rifle as well, if he needs to pull it out for a distance battle. And now he knows where he is. Now it's going to come down to just a straight-up aim duel, but the time is on Matavillain's side. All he has to do is buy that time. Halsey will come out with the shotgun, get the kill. Does he get the bomb in time? No, he didn't get there in time. Not fast enough. He needed like 1.5 more seconds, I think.
Maybe?
No. Wait. What?
Did he get it? Yeah, he got it. He's got it.
Dude, I was looking at the clock, and he didn't start to defuse until like 7 or 6 was on it. And it takes 7.5 to defuse. I thought he got there late.
That must have been like millisecond work.
Ooh, boy, yeah, it had to have been. I thought he was a little late. What a clutch. Props to him.
Yeah,
I thought for sure he was too late.
Yeah, I thought he was too late as well, but Matavillain doubted himself, and that cost him. That's a shame. But yeah, well played to Halsey. Wow, that was really impressive. I didn't think he would be. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. That's exactly how you want to start your axes.
Yeah, for sure.
Demotivate your opponent.
Definitely could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails when you're doing something like that. As we do have Hyped in a 4-on-4 against BS now, but they're starting to bring it back to their side. A huge push through A Street now gets some control of Allied Courtyard and Market. So they basically have BS trapped on this side of the map now. It's a great containment. VRX isn't slipping in between all these players, but he does get the kill. Never mind. I thought he was going to get picked off in a crossfire, but he's good for one. Decaz eventually does take him out, but still an advantage for Hyped. All's quiet. BS working their way now finally into the site, but Niso up top with the Car 98, and Halsey will finish the job, and now it's all tied up, Aerox.
Yeah, that was really, again, really well played by Hyped. They seem to just, maybe even better than what we saw from Big Shot. They know how to lock down B. They have, like, BS haven't looked threatening on B at once. Granted, it's only been 2 rounds, of course, but I think that round loss from the first one really did a number on them.
We'll see if they can recover here. Again, Hype just swarming and taking a lot of map control towards middle and towards Market right away. Denying some options, but they even have a couple of kills as well. Skillgat does fight it back into an even situation. They have the smokes up on top B and such to maybe get them in at the plant, but they just jump through those smokes. VRX with the shotgun coming through Archway. Those smokes are like, that's not a force field. I can run through that. No problem. When you think about it, if it's a 3-on-3 and smokes are down and someone's committed to a plant and everyone coordinates pushing through smokes together, that is really dangerous to fight against as an allied team in the site.
Especially because usually you only have one guy, and that person will usually have a default. I think at least that's what I've seen. They usually have a default just watching that. So you're right. Like if you can coordinate properly and just push with 3 people, it's really lethal.
Yeah, because one guy's out to fight, he's planting, so it's basically a 3-on-2 until he gets the bomb down, or he gets off of planting. And so if you go fast enough, he doesn't really get a chance to, and you have an advantageous fight.
Oh, what a shot! Soup!
Ooh.
See you later.
Peace. Was indeed impressive. Unfortunately, he is silenced by a grenade, and Hyped had the man advantage. And again, they have some good map control at this point as well. VRX finds another into the Kaz. The scope is still out towards spawn, and now he's the only one left for the allies. Running around the mid-street, does get taken down. Guards will get collected. And Hyped have a good lead now, 9-7 from Axe's side. Cards are dwindling for the allies. They have no longer any Pathfinder cards.
Yeah, it's looking really bad for...
Sulu has the last Thompson they'll get unless they can collect some cards soon. They're going double scope as well on the BSI, which double scope on attack, I don't know. I mean, you could find picks, but once you get into the nitty-gritty, of having a site under your control and trying to defend against a retake. It can be really difficult to make those work.
Yeah, I think going B with a sniper rifle, it's possible, but I think you would be much happier just going A, just get that range in. Which it seems like they're doing.
Oh, Seuss had a couple of chances on the jump peek from the courtyard, but misses it, and Shiki gets a kill. But equal exchanges taking place over the mid and market area right now. Halsey trying to see if he can bring it back for his team, and he's going to get knifed by Skill. We've seen a lot of knife frags on this map for whatever reason.
Yeah, it really, because of the smokes, it really forces the close combat, and like a knife is just a guaranteed insta kill, so you might as well just attempt it. I feel it's not a bad idea by any stretch of the imagination.
Yep, now it's a 2-on-2 situation. Bond trying to go down. It does go down, but now the Kaz is all alone, and VRX is working his backside while the Kaz is distracted by his opponent Niso in the back street. Well played 2v2 by Hyped, and they'll get double digits.
That was a beautiful shot by Niso there. He was looking at the bomb and just sees someone flying around the corner. He just flicks up and shoots them in the head. That was really impressive.
Bomb defused.
So there you have it. Hype 3 rounds away from securing the first map in this Grand Finals best of 3, in which case BS would get to choose the second map that gets played. Just to give you a heads up on the rules.
I think this round is do or die for BS. This is where they need to win. If they don't win this round, I feel like it's over.
Yeah, again, the cards are dwindling. They do have a couple of SMGs into this round. They had to smoke up on Arch. They're starting to get into B, but Major's up close with an STG at Barrels. He's good for 1. Sulu does eventually trade him out, but they're still down a man after that nade kill from earlier. They do attack top B really well with Sulu, though. That gets it back even, and if you can control top B as allies, that's great. You eliminate one of the points of retake. Shiki. Oh, Shiki! What a shot there. At least Sulu's able to stop him from getting any more out of it, but still was a sick shot. Prone versus prone, basically, around the edge of a smoke. Very tricky situation, but now VRX has found one. Sees the last player as well. They can work together now to pinch this player in over towards Barrels. And there it is. VRX gets the 1v1. He'll get the defuse, and that's Hype now 2 away from a map 1 victory.
So, Dust, I want to pick your brain here, right?
Okay.
I have my own interpretation, but I want to see what you think. So, smoking top B, top windows, yay or nay?
I think with the current way smokes work, it can be exploited, but I think in general, yay.
See, that's interesting, because I would think that as well, but I've seen a lot of teams, maybe they don't know it, or maybe they choose not to do it, but they're not doing it, and it's working out for them, because they got such a free peek on it. I'm starting to really think whether that's the correct answer. I'm really interested to see.
Yeah, I feel like you can kind of exploit the edges of smokes right now, and so if a smoke goes down, you can actually kind of use it to your advantage to make a crazy peek. But in general, you would think smokes should eventually be good enough to do well with that. I don't know. But we could be getting into our last rounds at this point, as we already have another opening kill here from Hyatt, and they're already flanking the Kaz with Halsey and VRX. So again, BS are trapped and pinned on this B side of the map with no way to exit.
Major once again in that cheeky spot.
And they walk right past him. He's able to get himself a frag, and himself a second even before going down. And now the chaos ensues on the site, but it's Hype to come out on top. 12-7. They have been just rolling through rounds on this half. They haven't really given much up.
Yeah, I think this is the classic example of what happened.
Wait, have they lost a round this? I don't think they have. I think they just won 7 in a row.
Yeah.
Because it was 7-5 after halftime. So yeah, yes. They literally never lost a round on defense.
And I think what Hyped is really doing really well, and what BS is struggling to cope with, is their intense mid pressure. They have a lot of pressure from mid, and they don't really have, and BS doesn't really have someone who can alleviate that pressure. And as a result, they keep getting boxed in like just that courtyard and B garden.
Yeah, look at how fast VRX is already through market into courtyard. That's how fast it is. Like, VRX is so quick with this SMG. He's getting behind Mad Villain right now, and he's going to get the kill. He does get traded, but the damage has already been done. It's evened up at a 3-on-3. Now, BS does clear out Halsey, so that's great. That opens up that A-bomb site. It gives them finally an edge, and they'll add on to it as they catch Major rotating. So now it's all on Niso with the scope in the back street. One player already on A, 2 nearby. Probably will just save this at this point. Might as well. Well, I don't know. I think you go for cards here. Yeah, I think you probably can't win this, but you can definitely mess up their economy.
Now he just thinks he's shots.
Yeah. So 12-8 then. Hype's still well out in front.
Yeah, I think the reason that Hype didn't manage to lock this round down was because I think it was Halsey pushing the back, but he got caught by Sulu, who was also coming from their spawn. So that was just unlucky. I think if they, I think they must realize that what they're doing right now is working really well, and to just keep doing it. And if they do, then the win is all but guaranteed, really.
Yeah, this time they're not really pushing market as heavy, but VRX is still pushed up towards the Arch by Tank, and so it could still certainly be a thorn in the side, and he does take out Madvillain, in fact. Sulu quick to trade. At least BS has been pretty responsive to VRX now. Like, they're not letting him get out of hand and get multiple kills. They're kind of slowing him down. It's really been the fact that I think it's Major who's often been able to multi-frag inside this B site's been the real problem for them. Will he do it again is the question. He has that MP40 up on those barrels again. The main advantage actually this time to BS. They did pick up that scope and Arch thanks to Seuss, so that gives them a slight edge on this attack. But again, it's all about whether or not they can stop Major, who has been really strong on this site.
He's in a really good spot, I think, because I have no idea he's there. If he pops out, he's gonna get 1 or 2, I think.
Yep, there's the one. Doesn't get a second. Now he does, and Halsey with the shotgun ends the game. And it's crazy because he's played there like 3 rounds in a row. You would think someone would pick up on it, but he still just holds the angle, gets the kills. And there you have it. Hype take the first map in the grand finals.
I think one of the